Welcome to the RJI Futures Lab, where we help you make your organization more innovative. I'm Ruben Stern. This week, some recent news experiments with drones and sensors. ABC7 in San Francisco is one of the first local TV news operations in the U.S. to use drone footage live on the air. Futures Lab reporter Berkeley Lovelace tells us how they did it.
As work crews were tearing down Candlestick Park to make way for a new neighborhood, the news team at San Francisco Bay Area ABC7 decided to fly viewers through the demolition using drones live.
And this, an amazing and wonderful new journalistic tool. Let me show it to you here.
The reason everybody wants one of these is because of the view that it gives you that you can't get from a helicopter. It gives you proximity to events or to spaces that would not be safe with a helicopter. There's a lot of hurdles to cross, not just in the technical aspects of getting it on air, but also to getting the clearance to be in that location.
ABC7 got permission from the property owner of the stadium. They also had to look for flight boundaries like the major airport by the stadium and make sure there were no potential risks like flying into a helicopter or another drone. When that was done, they had to assemble a team.
Spotter, a camera operator, and a pilot, certified pilot. Then we had a live crew. We had a producer out there. We had a reporter out there. And we had two paths, an additional tech person out there as well, leading a separate path out just for the drone signal.
All this was made possible after ABC7 was offered to fly a drone by AeroData. AeroData is a company that got permission from the FAA to fly one of their drones for news gathering.
It's the one that we've gotten the exemption for is a Cinestar, and it has 8 blades.
The drone is also equipped with a live actionable camera with pan, zoom, and tilt. Miguel says these features allowed the team to get engaging footage at the stadium. For the Futures Lab, this is Berkeley Lovelace.
The equipment ABC7 used cost about $30,000. You'll find more information along with this video. The data team at New York public radio station WNYC has been at the front line of using sensors for journalism. Their latest experiment went underground and into the subway. We spoke with the team's leader about how gathering data by hand helped commuters stay comfortable.
New York City subway stations can get up to 106 degrees. That's what senior editor John Keefe and the data team found out when they used thermometers at subway stations.
What we did is we charted 4 routes actually, that 4 people could take. I was one of them. We had 3 other people. And one evening, we all left and followed these routes and jumped out at every station, moved away from the air-conditioned car, took the subway temperature, the subway platform temperature, and then jumped back on the train. And we did that over the course of 2 hours one night last week. And we were able to map 103 subway platforms south of Central Park and see which ones were the hottest, which ones were the coolest.
The team used 4 $10 infrared thermometers on Amazon.
So it looks like a highlighter. It's a bright orange. It looks like a pen. And you can aim it at the floor and take the temperature of the platform.
Keefe logged the findings on an Excel spreadsheet and uploaded them on a map with JavaScript. The map was then published the next day.
People are definitely thinking about like, oh, do I really want to transfer at this station? It's one of the hotter ones. Or, oh, I'm gonna go catch the train at that next station. So there's some people who are using it that way. We know that for sure.
Keefe says it's just one example of how sensors can be used to inform and solve people's problems.
Thermometer is a sensor, a camera is a sensor. There are lots of different kinds of sensors that are out there. And what's kind of cool, and everybody in your local makerspace knows this already. These things, a lot of them are simple to use for, sort of hardware hackers, and they're super cheap.
The team spoke with experts to make sure their findings were accurate. Keefe says it's important for journalists to speak with experts to make sure the data means what journalists think. For the Futures Lab, this is Berkeley Lovelace.
Although some sensors can be bought cheap these days, Keefe cautions it may be worth investing in higher quality equipment to make sure you get accurate readings. And that's it for this report from the RJI Futures Lab. I'm Ruben Stern. We'll see you in the future.